La Liga action! How are we doing, everybody? Hope we're all doing well today. Because, obviously, it always is a big match whenever we play against Sevilla, but obviously, Sevilla aren't exactly the top tier team that they used to be a few years ago. Blame La Liga FFP restrictions for that, but here, it is what it is. How are we doing, CP? How are we doing? Yeah, but we've made a few changes. I'm happy to see Xavi Espart getting the start for this one. Of course, with our few injuries that we have in the fullback positions currently. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see him play there. And Rooney getting a start as well. About time we're finally giving Lamine Yamal some rest. Hopefully, he won't have to come on for the second half, so then we can keep him rested for the second leg against Newcastle on Wednesday. So hopefully that's the case. Oh yes, Utrecht won again. Nice CP. So 6 games unbeaten now. Dubs. 6 games unbeaten. We'd love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I mean, we've had a few games unbeaten, to be fair. I keep remembering now, we've got the Ultras back in the Camp Nou. And the Camp Nou's capacity's gone up, so it's now up to 62,000 people. Gone from like 45,000 to 62,000, so the fans are slowly but surely coming back in. Made you do better after another hate watching the crappy F1 Rex. I was meant to wake up for that, but I just completely forgot to wake myself up for it. Because it was on at 7 o'clock UK time, 7 o'clock this morning. I was meant to watch it, but I'd seen Anton Elliott won, so I'm happy for him. It looks like Mercedes are. It looks like Mercedes are the top team at the moment in time. I'd say it's between Mercedes and Ferrari at this moment because McLaren. I mean, they double DNF before the thing even started, and Red Bull look like they're struggling. Of course, Aston Martin are nowhere to be seen. Obviously, Cadillac, new team on the grid, so yeah, they're going to take a while to adjust the things. So yeah, it's definitely safe to say that Mercedes are the best team on paper anyway. Well, they're looking like the best team. These regs stink. But it'll be interesting to see if they do change them at some point in the season, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. That about Merck after last week. Well, I mean, you never know. It could have just been a one-off last week, but I suppose it's true now that Mercedes are the top dog. Well, once again, they're the top dog of F1. And Ferrari somehow haven't screwed it up yet. Ferrari somehow haven't screwed it up yet. Who would have thought? No, I can guarantee Ferrari will eventually screw up at some point. Calling it now. Oh, and also Gavi's back for this game. Be interesting to see if he comes on at some point in the second half. That'd be nice to see if he did. Excuse me. I'm a bit annoyed that we're starting Pedri for this one because he needs a bit of rest as well. Arguably Rafinha as well, but we can't really afford to be. We don't have like a massive squad, you know. That's the thing. We don't have a lot of depth in these areas, and we don't have like a massive squad where we can just say, right, rotate the whole starting 11 that played against Newcastle and start afresh. We don't have that luxury of being able to do that. So, yeah, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Hopefully, if we're winning by a decent margin in well, at some point in the game, in the second half, we could then rotate like Rafinha and Pedri off, so then they can get some rest ahead of that second leg against Newcastle. Dominant qualifying. You say I haven't watched it though. I didn't see the qualifying or anything, so I'm just basing this purely off the results. So I was thinking maybe it was just a one-off because obviously I hadn't seen the Australian GP, so I was just guessing. I don't know, maybe they might have somehow just done a one-off, but clearly Mercedes are the top dog, and yeah, there's not going to be a race for a while now because obviously the Bahrain and Saudi Arabia GP got cancelled. So when's the next race? Is it not for like another 3 weeks or something? 3, 4 weeks after, of course, the Bahrain and Saudi GP got called off. Oh, March the 29th, yeah, so about a few weeks in Japan. In Japan, Suzuka. Hopefully that's on a decent time. I want to be able to watch the first race. Nothing in April. Oof. Big fat oof. Yes, finally, that stand. That actually has fans in again. Hallelujah. Of I don't know what stand it is. I think it might be possibly the North Stand. It actually has fans in it this time. Hallelujah. Resuming May. Just in time for the football season to end. Pretty much perfect timing. Wonder why Rashford didn't play. What, in the starting 11 undead? I'm kind of wondering that too, to be brutally honest. But probably could have rested Lewandowski or Rafinha, and then have Rashford on either on the left or up front. But it is what it is. I also think we should try the false nine a bit more. Maybe have like Olmo in the false nine, and then we can build up off of that. Still Tuchel out, Mike. You love to say it. How we're doing? Yeah, hopefully we can put in a better display than what we did against Newcastle, because that display against Newcastle on Tuesday was pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was grim. But yeah, suppose it was only the first leg, and we do have the second leg here at the Camp Nou, so at least there's that. But yeah, Japan's 6 a.m. Ooh. I'll try to wake up for that, but I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm not going to make any promises because I wanted to wake up and watch the Chinese Grand Prix today, but I just didn't wake up. Was a minute silence, hang on. Vamos! True, there is always the highlights, to be fair. There is highlights. I need to watch the highlights of the Chinese Grand Prix. I watched the Australian highlights. I didn't see, I haven't seen the Chinese ones yet. Yeah, I hope you're staying safe, Sahood. I know, obviously, you're based in that area, so hope you're staying safe. Yeah, it's obviously quite brutal what's going on over there at the moment. But yeah, I hope you're staying safe, Sahood. Of course, one of our former players, Alexis Sanchez, who plays for Sevilla these days. The race stinked Ferrari back carried. Oh. Well, I'd seen Leclerc and Hamilton were scrapping each other. I heard about that. Right, come on then. Ref, can we have kickoff, please? Vamos. Let's have a good performance in front of the expanded capacity here at the Camp Nou, hopefully. Well, hopefully it'll be much better than what happened against Newcastle midweek, because, yeah, that was a pretty flat performance, I'm not going to lie. Very, very flat performance, but hopefully we can... You're out 2 minutes ahead. Nice. No spoilers, please, and thank you. That would be much appreciated. Premier Sports has let me down this week. Oh, get up, man. Jar Martins apparently committed a foul on Carmona. Man City will beat Madrid in the second leg. I hope so, but I'm not very confident. If they're 3-0 down. City were absolutely terrible in that first leg at the Bernabeu. Like, what on earth were they playing at? Like, I will never know. But yeah, I hope that City can turn it around, but I'm not very confident that they will. I'm just putting it out there. I am just putting it out there. That's all I'm saying. My timer on the scoreboard synced to the footage that I'm watching on my screen, so if anybody who wants to sync up, then feel free. Anybody who's watching this match and wants to sync up with me, then feel free to. If you want. If you want. John Martin needs to be a bit careful here. He's giving away 2 fouls already. Liverpool will lose to Tottenham. I'd be absolutely gobsmacked if that happened, Sahood, but you mean you never know. It would be a typical Tottenham thing to do. It is just nice to finally see that stand have fans in. The one that's behind Juan Garcia. Finally have that section of the stadium with fans in. Yeah, Arsenal look like they've won the Prem now. That's not going to be fun to witness, but, you know. It was going to happen one day, wasn't it? Right, Olmo clears away their free kick, Sevilla. It's ping-ponging about. Get it away, man. Jesus. Olmo can only hit as far as the Sevilla player. Gadelge. Adams. Good tackle there. Find it quite funny that their striker's just called Adams. Just literally Adams. That's all he is. He's not like... He probably does have a first name, but it just said Adams on FotMob, so I just go with FotMob. Way. Valj Demolos, however you pronounce that goalkeeper's name. He's just kicked the ball out of play and we got ourselves a throw-in, taking it quickly. I'm going to keep a close eye on Xavi Espart, because he made his debut in midweek against Newcastle. So, but obviously he's got starting this game, so I want to keep a close eye on him, see how he gets on. Of course, keeping a close eye on Rooney as well, so... Because obviously, whenever Rooney does get the rare opportunity to play it, he always impresses. So I want to keep a good eye on him. Honda for making Alonso retire again. I feel bad for Fernando Alonso, man. I really do. Like, he's stuck. I mean, not only is his teammate the window licker Van Stroll, but then he's in arguably the worst car on the grid. So, oh, man. Brutal. Valverde is good. I will admit, even though he is a Real Madrid player, not Alonso, Valverde is a very good footballer. I'll admit that. For Max to retire into the sea. But I wouldn't be surprised if Verstappen did at this point. Because he is absolutely hating on these new regulations. Good press from Lewa. Finds Rafinha. Back with Lewa. Olmo. Can he get the shot off? Loses off with Rooney. I couldn't control it. It was good press, though, from Lewandowski. Ref. This referee is literally just giving free kicks to Sevilla like it's nothing. Like, come on, man. Aston Martin's quicker than Cadillac, but because of vibrations, they can't finish a race. Damn. I mean, to be fair, everybody thought Cadillac would struggle. Because obviously it's their first season, so you got to give them time. 5-0. What, you think we'll win 5-0 today? I hope so. That would be nice. But I'm probably seeing more of a 3-1. I'll go for 3-1. We're not really the best at keeping clean sheets. So, yeah. I'm going to go for 3-1 win for us. Sevilla are mid-table these days, so we should be winning this game. But obviously, yeah. We haven't exactly been setting the world alight in terms of, like, goals as much recently. And, of course, we never keep clean sheets. So, you know. Of course, in the reverse fixture, we ended up losing this game 4-1. It was one of our worst performances of the season, that's for sure. It was actually where Rashford got his first ever La Liga goal. So at least there was that consolation, but other than that, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, that performance. I'd appreciate if you don't talk about politics, Sahood. I'd appreciate if you don't mention anything about that. Yeah, I mean, I know obviously you're going through a tough time where you're stationed in the world, and it's probably because of that person, but try not to mention it so much, because, yeah, it just brings a bunch of problems and stuff like that. I'd appreciate it, though. Of course, I know it's annoying what's happened, but, yeah, I'd appreciate if you don't mention anything political. We've lost possession here. It's gone for a Sevilla throw-in on the left-hand side. Of course, keep an eye on Alexis Sanchez. We want to keep him quiet for as much as possible. You don't like the orange kit. Well, this one. I've gotten used to it, to be fair. I mean, to be honest, when kits first got revealed, I wasn't a huge fan of this one, the away kit. But it has grew on me. It's grew on me quite a bit since I got my hands on it and seen it, like, in person. Like, I definitely have grew onto the kit a bit more. I probably would still say my favourite one is this fourth kit. Like, it just, like, it's more vibrant and, like, more Barca than what the actual home kit is. In my opinion, this should have been our home kit. This should have been our home kit for this season. And then we could have had, like, a wacky fourth kit. Like, why not? Yeah, I've heard the finalism got cancelled because of obviously everything that's happening in the world at the minute. So, yeah, that's a shame. It would have been nice to have seen Messi versus Yamal. But, unfortunately, that is not going to happen. So, yeah, that's a sad time. There's João Cancelo, Rafinha, back here's it for João Cancelo in the box. Penalty! Vamos! That's a clear penalty. João Cancelo got brought down in the box by Gibril Sau. That is a stonewall penalty. They can't even complain. Also, due to that horrible team called McLaren F1. McLaren. I mean, see, I don't know about this third kit because sometimes in certain angles and certain lighting, it looks orange, but then other times it looks like a salmonish colour. So it's hard to really tell. But yeah, got a penalty here. I don't know why Gibril Sau's crying because it's a stonewall penalty. Literally half Cancelo in the box. Well, maybe not half, but he took him down in the box. Rafinha's actually going to be taking the penalty, not Lewandowski. Okay, that's interesting. It will not be named. He must not be named. Absolute scenes. Oh, yes, there's the Ultras. The Ultras are in the stand where the penalty's being taken. Just behind the goal. Come on, Rafinha. Wearing the captain's armband, you've got this, Sonny Jim. Rafinha from the penalty spot to give us the 1-0 lead early on here. Rafinha stepping up, slow run up, shoots! Oh, Panenka Rafinha! What a penalty from Rafinha, vamos! Superb penalty there, chips the goalkeeper like he's not even there, and super Rafinha, El Capitan for today, makes it 1-0, and we take the lead here. Hopefully we can build on this now and keep going. Vamos! Rafinha! Yes, you kissed that badge. Boom. Rafinha! What a guy. Fair enough. I mean, super penalty from Rafinha, to be fair. The cheeky Panenka. Woo! Lovely stuff. Filth. Pure filth from El Capitano. Rafinha. Beautiful dinkadoobie. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good start. It's been a very good start, to be fair. And the early goal is exactly what we needed. That's Rafinha's 9th goal in La Liga this season. Been a bit of a slow campaign compared to last season for Rafinha, but obviously he has had the injuries this season. Compared to obviously last season where he was in a constant flow and being able to play regularly, but this season he's been in and out the team due to injury, and of course, I probably would debate whether he is like 100% yet, because obviously he's had periods where he's had consistent games in the team, then he's been out for a few weeks, then he comes back, so it's like you don't know if he's 100% fit yet, but I mean he always gives it his all, Rafinha, so that's what you love to say about him. No matter whether he was 100% fit or 50% fit or whatever, as long as he's on the pitch, he will give 100% for the badge. And here he is now. No worries, Super. Rafinha driving forward, tries to get the cross in. Deflected, finds Dani Olmo though on the edge of the box. Javier's Bart, Rooney. Yeah, they did, Saud. They did. They win the White House. All into Miami team went. Joe Martin, Rafinha. Where's João Cancelo? Oh, Cancelo's basically gone into midfield. Okay, I see you, Cancelo. I see you. I see you, Cancelo. Doing your little inverted fullback role. I see. I see you. I see you. Right, let's keep a good spell possession here. Of course, also what's happening today is the elections for the next Barca president. Of course, the two front runners are Joan Laporta and Victor Font. So, I mean, I imagine Joan Laporta will win regardless. So, obviously, Victor Font is in the running. I'd be absolutely stunned if Victor Font wins the election today, but you never know. Ronaldo to Inter Miami. I don't think that will happen, Sahoud, but it'd be pretty insane if it did. Rafinha is the man what a captain, keep these goals coming. Hopefully, little tasty, hopefully. How are we doing, though? He sure is the man. El Capitano. Rafinha. He's back on the ball now. Go on, Rafinha. Oh, I nearly laid it through for Lewandowski. It was a good idea as well. Oh, ref, man. He literally just gives Sevilla free kicks for absolutely nothing. Although, looking at the replay from Rafinha's through ball, I think Lewandowski was offside anyway. So, even if he had got on the end of that and then said he scored, it wouldn't have counted. Messi should be the president of Barca. I mean, I can see Messi working within the club when he retires, but I don't see him being the president. I think he'd be... I could see Messi being like a sporting director, like genuinely. I could genuinely see Messi being like the sort of like sporting director kind of person. I don't think he'd be the president. And he's already said he's not really going to go into management when he retires, so I could see him being like a sporting director. But here comes Sevilla! Big save for Juan Garcia. It was straight at him, to be fair, but of course he had to be there. I believe that was Ozil, the number 36, who had the shot there. We need to wake up defensively. I mean, I know, obviously, defensively, we've never been the strongest under Hansi Flick, excuse me, but, yeah, we still need to try and be switched on a bit if we can. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But, yeah, I think once Messi retires, I feel like he'll become obviously, he'll work within the club, because he's always said that when he retires, he wants to go and live back in Barcelona with him and his wife and kids. So, yeah, he'll go back and live in Barcelona, and then he might potentially work within the club. Maybe there's like some sort of like sporting director, I feel like. That's how I think will happen. And then he might put his kids in La Masia. That'd be nice. Puts his kids back in La Masia, and then they could maybe play for the team. That'd be beautiful. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, Anna, or Lucia, however you pronounce your name. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. Much appreciated for the follow. Thank you very much. Here comes Sevilla. Agumia. There's the back of a Gadelge. He tries to switch the play over the left-hand side for Suazo. Gets the ball. Played forward. Gotta be careful here. Ozil. Crossing it in. Just to thank God nobody in a white shirt was there, but they've managed to keep the possession here, Sevilla. Gotta be careful. Oh, this is Sevilla starting to grow into it a bit, and I'm not a fan of that. Look at Rafinha, he leads the press. He genuinely just leads the press like an absolute madman, and I love it. The rest should follow him. I mean, obviously, the only exception I can kind of give to not, like, constantly pressing is Lewandowski, because he's 37. Like, the man can't press for a full 90 minutes when you're 37. Like, he'd probably be keel over if he even attempted to try and press for a full 90 minutes. He hasn't got the legs to be able to do that anymore, so, you know. Thiago Messi, the new Messi. Well, he's got Messi in his name, but if he does become a professional footballer, any of Messi's kids, if they become professional footballers, I'd say just let them do their own career. Don't compare them to their father, even though inevitably they are going to be compared to their dad, because obviously the name, Messi, they're always going to be compared to their dad, but just if they do become footballers, just let them have their own careers, you know what I mean? Just don't compare to their dad, because their dad is the GOAT. Like, there's no hope of anybody being better than Lionel Messi. Like, you know what I mean? But then again, you could argue, I suppose, the only person or people that could eclipse Lionel Messi would be one of his children, because they have his genes, you know. But yeah, I don't see it happening. I think Lionel Messi will forever be known as the GOAT. Messi should. I don't think he'll be a manager, to be honest. So, like I said before, I think he'll be a sporting director when he retires, or like work within the club in some way, shape, or form. There's Olmo having a shot from distance, forcing a big save from the goalkeeper there, Valence Diamos. Very big save there. It was a good bit of press from us there. Win the ball. Bernal lays it in behind for Olmo, and he has the shot from distance, forcing the big save. Now here's Pedri. Pedri Potter. There's a bit of space for Cancelo. Finds him. João Cancelo on the left. Cutting in. Still going, Cancelo. I thought he might have had the shot, to be honest, instead of trying to dummy it back onto his left foot. But nope, and we end up losing possession. And now Sevilla trying to hit on the counter-attack. Good interception there. Yeah, I thought Cancelo would have tried the shot when he had cut in on his right foot. I thought he was going to absolutely lever it, but he decided to chop back in on his left foot, and then we ended up losing possession. So, is what it is. Yeah, we did score a penalty. That is true. We did indeed score the penalty that we got earlier. Super Rafinha. Wait, what? What's the ref doing? What? What's going on here? The referee stopped the game for something. I don't really know what's happening. Oh, are we going to get a penalty? Oh, it does hit the hand. It does hit the hand, but the question will be, is it in a natural position after he slid down? That is the question. Is his arm in a natural position, or... Because you've got to take into consideration he's put in a slide tackle, and of course your arm is going to be on the ground when you've slide tackled. Obviously, it does hit the hand, but is it in a natural position? I think he does move it. He does outstretch his arm, to be fair, so if this is given, which it is, a second penalty. God, write this down. We're actually getting penalties. God. I should actually remember this day. Mother's Day, of all days, we get 2 penalties. What is going on here? This is uncharted territory. It very much is. If he hadn't outstretched his arm there, then it wouldn't have been a penalty. But because after he's made the sliding challenge, he's stretched his arm out like that, so then it becomes no longer in an unnatural position. Hence why it's become a penalty. Imagine 4 penalties. I mean, us getting 2 penalties is absolutely extraordinary. But if we got 4, then I would probably put the lottery on for the first time in my life. Rafinha once again from the penalty spot. Can he score again? Surely he's not going to go for another Penenga. Surely. Right, Rafinha once again from the penalty spot. Blast it, bottom left. Rafinha! Second time from the penalty spot, and he gets 2 goals. You love to see it. I mean, there's maybe a bit of controversy about this second penalty, but it doesn't matter. We take a 2-0 lead now, and surely, I mean, I don't want to say game over already, but we're looking in a good position to be getting the 3 points. Vamos, Rafinha! Love it. Rafinha! Yeah, Rafinha's the pen taker. Give Rafinha all the penalties. To be fair, Diamos actually dove the right way. He nearly got a hand to it as well, to be fair, but I guess Rafinha's strike just had a bit too much power on it, so... Yeah. Yamal will score 3 goals. Well, he'd do a job off the bench to be able to score 3 goals, but if he scores a hat-trick against Newcastle, that'd be something. Who would to say it? But yeah, 2 penalties. It's very, very rare we get 1 penalty, never mind 2. So, write this down in history. That's all I'm going to say. Now Rafinha's on to double-digit goals for the season. Yeah, it's very rare that we get 1 penalty, never mind 2. Now here's Rafinha, he could be in again for his hat-trick already. Rafinha, squared across. Rooney, he's trying to get there, but it gets dealt with by Sevilla's defence. Nianzou. Yeah, Sevilla have dealt with it, to be fair. Don't say that's Pedri down. That's the last thing we need. Sevilla trying to hit us on the counter-attack. Nearly got him behind. Ozo. Yes, Gerard Martin. Good clearance there. Love that. Gerard Maldini. Oh, it was Pedri who went down. Hopefully he's okay, because the last thing we need is Pedri to be out injured. For all the injuries we already have at the minute. Likes of Koundé, Balde, De Jong. They're all out injured. The last thing we need is Pedri to be joining them. Barca will get a new coach. Well, we will at some point, but for now, we stick with Hansi Flick. In Hansi, we trust. In Hansi, we trust. That's all I'll say. Yeah, corner here for Sevilla on the left-hand side. They're going to go for outswinging ball. Whipped in. Rafinha clears it. So Rafinha does the defensive work as well as going forward. That's why he's a fan favourite. And that's why he is El Capitan. I mean, he's not the official club captain, but I think he should be. In my personal opinion. Because that man, he leads by example. He presses like mad. And it allows the others to have a proper example of how they should be playing. But what's going on here? Javi Martin's moaning. Xavi will come back. He might one day. He might become the manager again one day, but I don't see him coming back anytime soon. As the gaffer. Another corner for Sevilla here. Also, once again, taking it for them. On the left-hand side. Once again. Right, be careful here. Whipped in. Ooh, it was a decent cross to be fair, but there was a foul in the box, so we're going to get ourselves a free kick here. Going to get ourselves a free kick here. But I still can't believe we've got 2 penalties. Man United are doing good. Last time I'd seen that, it was a 0-0. So I assume they've scored, I'm going to guess. I know Mr. Comet will be watching that with great interest. With great interest. Jacques and Cancelo. Banal. I still can't believe we actually got 2 penalties. I mean, it's rare enough we get 1, but they get 2. Holy. Yeah, that's a foul on Rooney. Like, clear foul on Rooney there by Suazo. Like, yeah, I'm still baffled. Like, 1 penalty for us to get is rare in itself. But to get 2 in the same game, that is uncharted territory. Genuinely. They're leading 3-1. What? It was 0-0 at half-time. Are they actually? Oh my god, they are. Holy hell. What on earth's gone on there? Oh, yes, Bruno Fernandes with 2 assists as well. That's great for my FPL. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at Rafinha with a press. And it's allowed us to get on the counter-attack. Rafinha crossing at the box of Rooney, but it's headed away back at Delge. Only as far as Lewandowski. But well over the bar, unfortunately. Well over the bar there. But see, that's what Rafinha does. He presses and he wins the ball high up the pitch. And it creates a chance for us. It creates a huge chance as well. Lewandowski probably should be doing better. I mean, he's completely unmarked and he's got a lot of time to think about how to strike it, but unfortunately he just absolutely blasts it over the bar. Doesn't get the cleanest of connections on it, so yeah, it goes well over the bar. Rafinha will score a hat-trick. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He looks really up for it today, which is what you love to see. Which is what you love to see. I mean, whenever you see Rafinha with the captain's armband, the game's done before it's even kicked off. Especially when it was last season. Like, last season in the Champions League, Rafinha with braids and the captain's armband on. It was game over for the opponent before it even began. Genuinely. Because Rafinha last season, bro, I'm still cannot believe he only finished 5th in the Ballon d'Or. How? How the hell did he only finish 5th in the Ballon d'Ors beyond me? He should have been at least top 3. Like, genuinely. Like, how he finished below the top 3 is criminal, if you ask me. But whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, don't say Kabazi's hurt. Putting a good challenge there. Oh, he's up. Oh, is he? No, he's clutching his ankle a bit. I think he's fine. I think he's fine, thankfully, Kabazi. It was a good interception from him. He's had a good few games recently as well, Kabazi. Definitely been the best defender as of late. Super Pau Kabazi. And he's only 19 as well. He's only 19. You got to remember, Kabazi is still only a kid himself, yet he's acting like one of the senior figures. What a turn that is from Mark Bernal. Finds Rooney on the right-hand side. Rooney skips past the Suazo. Rooney crossing it in. Palmed away by the goalkeeper. It's only as far as Xavi Espart, but he's headed it on to a Sevilla player, but Pedri wins it back. Pedri, Alexis Sanchez, drops back and intercepts. They did indeed, Sahoud, and it probably means that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Because all you'll hear from Arsenal fans now is, oh, we're so big. We're massive. They'll go on thinking like they're like the absolute bee's knees, when in reality, they're not. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. And then they're probably going to build Arteta a statue or something. Gerard Martini's bombing forward here. Rafinha. Oh, did find Lewandowski, but the heavy touch. It's offside anyway. Nice, Sahoud. I hope you have a good time with that. I mean, I know obviously circumstances here at the minute are pretty grim with what's happening over in your part of the world, but as long as you stay safe, that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. You and your loved ones just try to stay as safe as humanly possible. It is great to have the ultras back in the camp now as well. Like, God, we have missed them. We have genuinely missed them so much. And now there's an actual atmosphere at the Camp Nou again. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for that. We actually have an atmosphere again at our stadium. Rather than it just being full of tourists. Right, that was out. Thank you. Fireworks got cancelled. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Kind of reminds me of like when I had my 18th birthday when it was COVID times. So as you can imagine, my 18th birthday wasn't as great as probably it should have been, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Unfortunately, the powers above me didn't allow it to be a good one, but it is what it is, isn't it? This is good press. Swazo. Xavi Espart's doing well in the press, to be fair. He's looked pretty alright so far. I mean, of course, you would probably think he is going to make maybe the odd mistake here or there. I mean, this is his full debut. Like, this debut where he starts. But, yeah, I mean, he has been pretty impressive so far. Is that out of play? Yeah, out of play. Unfortunately, that catch from Joan Garcia. It's a corner for Sevilla on the right-hand side. Yeah, I did think it looked out of play when he caught that ball there. See the replay. That's in. Oh no, he's as soon as the rest of his body slid across, it's knocked the ball out of play. Yeah, I see. That's right. Bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, Sevilla with a corner here. Jibril Sow's going to be taking this one. Of course, he was the man who gave away the first penalty. So he'll be wanting to try and redeem himself here. Jibril Sow, if he can. He's going to get ready to whip this in. Does. Head it away, please. Agumir wins the header. Oh, there's a player down at the box. Head injury. You got to stop the game, ref. There we go. I was going to say, is he not going to stop the game? Because it's a clear head injury. Who is it on? I can't even tell that's on. Is it Bernal? Yeah, I think it's Bernal. He's up now. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, this has pretty much been the perfect start of the first half, to be fair. Didn't expect both our goals to come from penalties, but hey, we just got to mark it down in history. We actually get penalties. Who would have thought that the VAR and that actually give penalties? Thank you, Sahoud. I appreciate that. Even though I know for a fact there'll be better people out there than me doing this, but I appreciate that, thank you. Really do appreciate that. Ah, now the Camp Nou advertising boards are showing that it's the election day. Who's going to be in office? Will Laporta regain office, or will it be Victor Font? I guess we'll know by tonight. There's Pedri of the Xavi Espart. Finds Rooney on the right. Back with Xavi Espart in the overlap and run. Oh, he couldn't keep the ball in, unfortunately. Goal kick to Sevilla. Some of our players are saying it should be a corner, but I think it was Xavi Espart who got the corner. Not corner, got the last touch. Who got the last touch on the ball there. See the replay. Ooh, I don't know. I think it should be the corner. I think it should have been a corner. From that replay, it did look like Suazu, their left back, got the last touch. I'm not so sure about that one. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Is what it is. Is what it is. Good defensive duties there from Xavier Spark to stop Ozil from getting the ball from the goal kick. Wins us a throw-in as well. If he impresses today, there is a potential chance that he could start against Newcastle. Midweek. And the most mental thing is, Xavier Espart is a natural fullback. Because what we've been doing for the past few years now, we haven't had a natural fullback. I mean, this is even going back to, like... this is even going back to, like, when Sergio Roberto would cover in that position. I think that genuinely the last time we had a natural fullback at the club was Dani Alves. Like, in terms of on that right-hand side. Then the last time we had a natural fullback was Dani Alves. Well, right-sided fullback, I should say, was Dani Alves. And that was a long... Well, of course he had his second spell back in 2021 when Xavi took over. Thank you, little tasty. Appreciate it. I mean, I know there's better people than me out there, but I appreciate anybody who watches, of course. How we doing, Germany? Welcome to the YouTube stream. Is Cancelo. Finds Olmo. Kabazi. Yeah, nearly about, well, 34 minutes in. Currently 2-0 up. After 2 penalties, shocker. And, of course, Rafinha converted both of them. One of them was a cheeky Panenka, and the other one started biting the bottom corner. There's Gerard Martin bobbing forward. Oh, can you imagine the scenes if he had scored there? If Gerard Martin, who's our left centre-back, had just bombed all the way forward and scored there, then everybody would have had to admit he's Gerard Maldini. That is all I'm going to say. Oh, I don't know if I'd survive Sahoud. I'd probably burn to death. I'm not a good one with the heat. I'm not a good guy with the heat. I do struggle in the heat, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, thank you for watching though, Sahoud. Hope you ever stay safe, and hope you stay safe and enjoy the rest of your evening or whatever. Here's Kabazi. Here's Kabazi. Plays it long. Tries to find Pedri. He's going to be able to keep it in. Pedri does. No, that's in. Yeah, Pedri. Pedri still going. Oh, Aguirre wins the ball back for Sevilla here. He wins the ball back for Sevilla. Carmona. It was a good ball. I can't remember who actually played the ball now because I was a bit sidetracked. Got a bit distracted, but anyway, Sevilla get themselves a goal kick here. I mean, it's not been the ideal start for them, giving away 2 penalties, but I'm not complaining. It's very rare we get penalties, so the fact that we got 2. Jesus. Oh, there's Laporta! Laporta's in the stand, despite the fact that he doesn't know whether he's going to be the president again or not. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, you say Laporta just loves it. He absolutely loves it. I mean, surely he's going to be back in office, you'd think. Surely he's going to win the elections and be back in office. You'd think, anyway. I'd be very surprised if Victor Font had won, but... I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. Here's Danny Olmo. That's a foul ref pulling the shirt. And a yellow card to come with it. Hey, I'll tell you what. This referee's not had that bad of a game. I probably jinxed it saying that now. Oh, I probably jinxed it saying that now. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, I've seen the pulled out soon. I did see the pulled out. I did see that they pulled out. Can understand why, really. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, there's been rumours that, like, Germany might pull out the World Cup. And if they did, then that would be... If a big nation, like, I mean, of course, Iran are a big nation in their own right, but if a nation like Germany pulled out the World Cup, then that would be huge. Is Bernal finds Danny Olmo and a beautiful finish, 3-0. Danny Olmo, always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in Danny Olmo. Lovely stuff. 3-0 before half time. This has been a pretty convincing display, and you love to see it. Beautiful finish from Danny Olmo. Mark Bernal, I believe, with a cheeky assist, and the 3 points are ours already. Vamos! Lovely. Tap the watch. Yes, Danny. Love that. Danny, oh, whoa, always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in. That is my chant, Mike. That is very much my chant. My own original chant. Just twisted words, though. Just obviously a different variation, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. It's my own variation of a chant that many people sing. You know, like Olmo with his 7th goal of the season in La Liga. And surely that is the 3 points now. This has been a much better performance than what we're seeing against Newcastle midweek. I do believe that we were mostly playing for the draw against Newcastle. That's why it probably was a bit flat, but even then, you really shouldn't be playing for a draw because we had beaten Newcastle earlier on in the campaign at St James's Park. So we should have been going for the win regardless, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, but then every other team makes chants about that with their own players. Like, look at Man City. Oh no, that's a different chant. Well, they probably have something similar. Like, teams will always make separate chants about their own player that rhymes with that song. It's not like it's copyright claimed to Julio Arca. I mean, to be honest, most people don't even have a Scooby-Doo who that is, if we're being brutally honest. So, you know what I mean? Here's Gerard Martin. Finds João Cancelo. Mark Bernal with a cheeky assist. He's been getting a lot of goal contributions recently, Mark Bernal. That's what you love to see. Olmo finds Lower. Through for can you get there? Oh, Rafinha gets held off by Nianzou. Gets held off by Nianzou and it allows Vallecediamos to be able to get there. Second time they qualified since 1990 FIFA World Cup. It'd be nice if you were there, so who? It'd be nice if you can be able to qualify. I mean, to be fair, the amount of nations that already at the World Cup is absolutely crazy. Now, we're in a good position. So this means, in the second half, I want players rested ahead of midweek against Newcastle. I want the likes of Rafinha to be getting some rest. I want Pedri to be getting some rest. Lewandowski probably should get some rest. Kubazi should get some rest. Keep the playing engines running. Or like Scotland. Scotland would definitely be keeping the playing engines running, 100%. Wales as well. Julio Arca was the man. Yeah, but I'm just being realistic. Not many people are going to really know who that is. I'm just being realistic here. You know what I mean? What, you think the UAE would take Iran's spot? It's possible. I wonder what FIFA are going to do about that, actually. So obviously Iran were qualified, and obviously they were in the... I can't remember what group they were in, but who actually... How are they going to decide who takes the spot? Do they just go from the nation, or... like the continent that they're in, or do they just pick, like, the next best seeded nation? Like, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see what happens. Javier Sport, that... Ref! Really? Oh, I've jinxed it now, seeing that the referee was having a decent game owner. It was Adams coming forward for Sevilla. Alexis Sanchez gets tackled there by Mark Bernal. Good stuff from him. Now Lewandowski holds the ball up. There's off for Rafinha on the left. And let's just slow it down. We don't have to force anything. Win the throw in. Good stuff. Good stuff from Rafinha. Then next. Yeah, either way, I'm going to be interested to see how FIFA do pick who takes Iran's place. Like, that would be very interesting. Imagine they cancelled it. To be fair, there might be a possibility if, like, a load of teams pull out. Like, if a load of teams just say, look, we're not going. Then there could be a chance that it gets cancelled. Which would be absolutely mental, but... I just have a bad feeling that the World Cup, like, with everything going on in America, I mean, America's just a crazy country anyway. And with it being across Mexico and Canada as well, I just have a bad feeling that something bad's going to happen. Like, at one of the matches, you just feel like something bad is going to happen. Like, of course I hope it doesn't, but I just have that horrible feeling that something bad is going to happen over there. And, yeah, it's going to ruin the whole tournament, but yeah, hopefully that won't be the case and we can just enjoy a good World Cup in the summer, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're heading towards half-time here, 3-0 up, courtesy of Rafinha twice from the penalty spot, and Dani Olmo with a beautiful finish in the bottom right corner. Mark Bernal getting a cheeky assist as well. Who's been good today? Obviously Rafinha and Olmo, they've been pretty impressive. Gerard Martin's been strong. João Cancelo's looked good on the left-hand side as well. Whenever Rooney's had a bit of the ball, he's looked lively. Javier Espart's done well, considering this is his first, like, full debut for the team, like his first ever start for the first team. So, yeah, it's a good little debut for him so far. Dani Olmo finds Rooney on a counter-attack here. Look at the space. Go on, Olmo. Olmo in on goal, charging forward. Rafinha's in space. He dinks it over to Rafinha, but it finds Lewandowski, who's put it wide. Oh, there were... I was for sure that was 4-0. Oh, I was for sure that was 4-0. Oh, he should be getting that target. Someone of his quality probably should be getting that target, but it is what it is. Who will host the World Cup if America, Canada, and Mexico can't host it? I think it'll be too late to change who hosts it now, but I mean, I know the next World Cup's going to be in... Is it only going to be in Saudi Arabia? The next World Cup? 2030? Which, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an interesting one. But, I mean, we'll just see what happens, I guess. How many minutes out of time, ref? 3. Tres. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 3 minutes of added time to cap off what has been a pretty good first half. I'm not going to lie. It has been a pretty good first half. Very good first half, actually. Very, very good first half, if I do say so myself. Very good first half indeed. Hopefully we can build on this in the second half. And then get some players rested as well in the second half. Obviously, that midweek game against Newcastle, the second leg in the Champions League. We want to be having players rested. Rest Pedri, rest Rafinha, rest Kubazi. Get them rested and fit and available. Well, I say fit and available, but get them... Just let them have a little bit of rest so that they're able to be 100% for that game against Newcastle, the second leg. But Sevilla trying to find a way back into this. Tell it away. Jibasau finds a Gumi. Morocco, Portugal, Spain, FIFA. Oh, that's the 20. Oh, I'm thinking Saudi Arabia's 2034, isn't it? Rafinha tries to find lower, but yeah, he couldn't control the ball, unfortunately. Yeah, I was thinking it would be yeah, Saudi's 2034. I got confused. Yeah, they're 2034, Saudi. Yeah, Morocco, Portugal, and Spain's the... Isn't Uruguay part of that as well? Like, isn't there going to be like 1 or 2 games in Uruguay for that World Cup as well? At least that's what I heard. That's what I've heard anyway. Agumi. Alexis Sanchez back with Agumi. Alexis Sanchez gets the shot off but blocked. Quite away by João Cancelo there. Hit away by Gadelge. Get away. Okay, the Sevilla are trying to force a goal back here. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Press, please. Just see this out for the rest of the first half. Only got less than a minute left. Less than a minute left. Just see it out. Is Ozo. Back goes Suazo. Ozo Suazo. Nah. I'm in the future. I wish I was in the future. Interesting to see what the future would be like. But yeah. I guess there's no, well, as of right now, there's no such thing as time travel. So whipping the cross. Ozo! Ah! The pull one back just before half-time. Great. We couldn't stay switched on for the final few seconds of the first half, and Sevilla pull one back. Hopefully it will just be a consolation, but it's not ideal to concede right before half-time. Damn it. Yeah, I think we got a bit too relaxed there. We got a bit too relaxed there, I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. It's a very good finish line. Very good finish from Ozil, to be fair. Very, very good finish, to be fair, from him. Very good finish. I don't know who got the assist. There we go. That's half-time anyway. Juan Luis Sanchez, their right winger. That's the final action of the first half. We have a 3-1 lead. Probably should have been 3-0, but we decided just to switch off right at the death of the first half, but it's fine. That's Ozil's first goal this season as well. Typical Barca. Typical Barca, we give a player their first goal of the season. Just typical us, isn't it? Typical us, but yeah, 3-1 heading into half-time. Well, heading into half-time here. Hopefully we don't let them get another in the second half, because then it would start to get a bit nervy. And we'll want to be resting players ahead of that second leg against Newcastle. But yeah, I'm going to quickly BRB, guys. I'm going to need to get myself another drink. So yeah, I'll BRB, and then when I'm back, we'll do the half-time entertainment. So yeah, see you in a few seconds. Right, we're back. I am back. Right, let's do the half-time entertainment, as I like to call it. Go text duel. Just gotta think of a random player. Hopefully it's right. Rafinha. Minus Olmo. Minus 33. Holland. Well, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Think of a defender. Harry Maguire. Minus 4. Oh my god. We're not even in the positives. We're not in the positives. Damn. Goalkeeper? Magnon. Magnon. 4. Okay. We're in the positives. We're getting in the positives. Look at that. Di Gregorio. Okay, 44. Maybe it's an Italian keeper? Donnarumma. Okay, it's not necessarily an Italian goalkeeper. Okay, then. It's not necessarily an Italian goalkeeper. Maybe... Might not even necessarily be a goalkeeper. It could be like a Serie A defender. Bremer. 30. Okay, what about Bastoni? 99. Oh, DiMarco. DiMarco. Inter Milan. Inter Milan. So what were the final Premier League scores then? Leeds drew 0-0. Man United won 3-1, and Nottingham Forest Fulham drew 0-0. God, only one of the 2 o'clock games had a goal. Jeez. Jesus. And now everybody will probably end up saying Tottenham get bad, which is most likely, anyway. Most likely. Yeah, before bringing off Rafinha, I want to see him try and get his hat-trick. Let Rafinha get his hat-trick before he comes off. Please, Hansi. Please and thank you. That'd be the dream. Played for Lille. Mike Magnon. Osimhen. Gabriel. I swear Liao played for a French team. I'm going to go with Liao. He did. Yes. Cardi played for PSG. Pjanic played for Lyon. Pavard, he played at Marseille. Benzema was Lyon. I'm going to guess Nicolas Anelka. No! Oh, Pavard must have started at Lille. Damn. Damn it. Damn it. Right. Juventus Ghana. Asamoah. Oh, that is ball knowledge. Juventus Switzerland. Dennis Zakaria. What? He played for Juventus as well! No, why is it gone automatically to Chelsea? He played for Juve. Oh, no. Oh, Swiss Juve. That's not Dennis Zakaria. Oh, God. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here. Perlo for Juventus AC Milan. Chelsea Ghana. Well, not Arsenal Ghana. I can't think of Chelsea Ghana. Chelsea Ghana. Now that is a toughie. Chelsea Ghana. No, I can't think of any. Arsenal Swiss Xhaka. Arsenal AC Milan. Obama who? Obama what? Obama Young. Oh, you could fit in both of these. Well, that could be Fernando Torres, to be fair. Because Fernando Torres played for AC Milan. Fernando Torres. Now we're stuck on Juventus Swiss and Chelsea Ghana. Juventus Swiss, Chelsea Ghana. Trying to think. Juventus Swiss, Chelsea Ghana. Juventus Switzerland. Trying to think of Swiss players. There's Jan Sommer, there's a Kanji, Shaqiri, Xhaka. I can't even think of any Ghanaian players, really. Other than obvious ones. No, we'll just have to pass on that. We're going to have to pass on that. What's the tenable? AC Milan 2008-9. Oh, well, it doesn't help that the half the nations are a big mystery, so we're not doing that. What's the other tenable? Most goal involvements with Bruno Fernandes from Man United. Assist for Bruno or scored a goal assisted by Bruno Fernandes. Marcus Rashford. Rashford. Surely he's on here. He's number 1. Damn. Rashford. How long's Fernandes been there? Since 20... I think since 2020, actually. So, Rashford. What other forwards are there in that time? Cavani. Cavani's on there. Maybe Amad Diallo. Possibly. Yeah, he's on there. Maybe. Why is there a Galatasaray fan in the Camp Nou? What am I saying? He's wearing a Wesley Sneijder Galatasaray top. Why is there a Galatasaray fan here? What on earth am I saying? Trying to think. Martial. Anthony Martial, maybe. The second half's about to start anyway, so Martial is on the list. Trying to think of maybe one more before the second half. Yeah, let's try and think of one more before the second half. One more before the second half. I'll say. I'm trying to think of forwards. Furman's going on. I'm going to go with Pogba. I know he's not a forward, but I'll just go with him anyway. There we go. Pogba is on there. Good stuff. Right, watched a long time on that scene. Second half is about to get underway. Of course, we lead 3-1, courtesy of 2 penalties from Rafinha, which was absolutely unbelievable. The fact that we got 2 penalties in a game, I mean, that's just unheard of. I mean, getting 1 penalty is crazy enough, but they get 3. That is just bizarre. It's unheard of. And so Firmin's going to come on for Pedri. At least Pedri's getting rest. Thank the Lord. Pedri is actually going to get rest. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for that. Pedri is actually going to be getting some rest. He's got a whole second half where he can just chill on the bench. Hallelujah. You love to see it. But why is Lewandowski not wearing his face mask? Bro, you still have a fractured eye socket. What? You need to be wearing that thing. You need to wear it. Come on, Lower. You need to be wearing it. You have a fractured eye socket. You can't be going on the pitch without it until it's fully healed. Come on, Lower. You know that. Now the problem is, obviously, Olmo is going to be in the deeper midfield role, which, yeah, I'm not a fan of, but I mean, it was somewhat alright against Newcastle, so is what it is. Ejuki and Vargas are getting ready to come on for Sevilla. They're actually making 3 subs. Neil Morpie is coming on. Right, Carmona's off. Carmona is off. So Carmona, Adams, and I didn't say the other one. I can't believe Neil Morpie. We're actually going to be playing against Neil Morpie. Swazzle. Yeah, he went off. We're actually going to be playing against Neil Morpie. This just feels so wrong. Right, vamos! Second half underway. Let's hopefully see out the rest of this match and do not allow Sevilla any sort of way back into this into this game. So, we know... Oh my god, what you just said. Ajuki, Morpie, and Vargas. Ajuki, Morpie, and Vargas. Bro, we're playing Neil Morpie. We're up against Neil Morpie. I never, ever would have thought that we would have had to play against Neil Morpie. But here we are. What a crazy world we live in. Yamal's warming up. He better not be coming on. As much as I love watching Yamal play, he needs some rest, man. He cannot be coming on. Not at this moment when the game is still firmly within our hands. You can't. No, he needs the rest, man. He desperately needs it. We cannot be playing him in this. We need him fully ready and prepared for that second leg against Newcastle in the Champions League. We need it. We need him fully locked in, ready to go for that second leg. Desperately need it. So yeah, I do not want to see Yamal be coming on in the second half. Unless for some reason it was absolutely necessary, like, touch wood, Rafinha and Rooney had to go off for injuries. Obviously, hope we don't. That doesn't happen, touch wood. But yeah, that is the only way I would accept Yamal coming on. Was if that was the unfortunate scenario we found ourselves in. Which, of course, hopefully doesn't happen. But even, I'm hoping that Rafinha can get himself a hattie. We'd love a Rafinha hat-trick. You would love to see it. There's Olmo. Finds Rafinha again. Good skip past. Rafinha driving forward, whips in the cross. Tries to find Rooney, but it gets cleared away for a corner. Yeah, Rafinha has definitely been up for this one. He has 100% been up for this one, Rafinha. I mean, he is torturing their right back time and time again. they're just whoever the right back is, whether it was Carmona or whoever it is now, that's that right back for them. They've had a horrible time trying to deal with him. Absolutely horrid time. The corner's getting taken out on the left-hand side. Rooney is the one who steps over it, so it's an outswinging ball. That's if he's going to whip it in. He does. Oh, he's trying to find Kubazi, but yeah, it's gone all the way over. Finds Rafinha though. He whips it back in, headed away. And as far as Job Martin, or the Javier's part, Firmin. Right, come on. Let's restore the 3-goal margin, please, and thank you. Let's restore the 3-goal margin, please, and thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, Sevilla have the ball currently. And that Cancelo, nice, good header, but unfortunately couldn't direct it towards Rooney. So Sevilla end up getting possession back. Unfortunately. Juanlu is now Juanlu Sanchez is now at right back for Sevilla. So yeah, it seems like whoever they play at right back, Rafinha is just going to torture them. Unfortunately for Sevilla. Unfortunately for Sevilla. I still can't believe we're playing against Neil Morpie. The João Cancelo. A bit of space for... Oh, go on. I don't know what Bernal's doing over there, but it's working out. Oh, decent cross, but it was pretty simple there for Gadelj to clear, though, unfortunately. You see the idea, but, yeah. Needed a bit more on it to really make a chance there, but... Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised Mark Bernal was on that left-hand side, but it almost paid off in absolutely extraordinary way. Fair play to Bernal for that. Got to feel like I'm losing my voice. There it is, Bernal again. Xavier's part. Finds Rooney on the right. Yeah, Rooney's now gone back over to the right-hand side after he had a little swappage with Rafinha. Yeah, Xavier's part. He's looking comfortable, to be fair. He looks really comfortable and composed, despite the fact that this is like his official. I mean, I know he made his debut in the Champions League midweek, but this is like his first ever start for the senior team. So the fact that he looked so composed and like almost like he's been part of the team for years, fair play to him. Absolutely fair play to him. Go on, Firmin. Firmin driving forward. There's off Rafinha. Could be a chance for his Hattie. Rafinha shoots! Oh! He's only gonna done it! Rafinha! 1, 2, 3. Showing it off. Showing it off. Rafinha with the hat-trick. The 3-goal lead is being restored here. Rafinha, hat-trick hero here. Hey, he's back to goal-scoring form, and you love to see it. Super El Capitan Rafinha! Rafinha. Lovely. Indeed, Sahood, you were right. Rafinha hattie. Rafinha hat-trick. That goal reminds me of the one he scored in the Spanish Super Cup final against Real Madrid, where it took a wicked deflection. And it ended up flying at the back of the net off the deflection. But yeah, Rafinha with a hat-trick. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Fermin Lopez with the cheeky assist. Yes, Hansi. Hans Dieter. Oh, Hansi. Hansi Dieter flick. You know what I would love to see as well? Bring Gavi on for the second half. He's fully back from his injury, so let's give him some minutes. Let's give him some minutes. Yes, Rafinha. He's now on to 11 goals in La Liga now. 11 goals for him. He's only one behind Yamal, who's our top goal scorer in La Liga this season. I believe Yamal has 12, so... Yeah, I mean, it's quite crazy. We really do spread the goals out, to be fair, because Yamal's on 12 in La Liga, Rafinha's on 11, Ferran's on 11, Lewandowski's on 10, I believe. Like, we really do spread the goals out, to be fair. Hope we stuff Newcastle like this on Wednesday. I think we will, to be honest, Mike. I think we will. Like I said earlier, I feel like we were just playing for a draw in the first leg. Whereas in the second leg, I do believe we will be able to really put Newcastle to the sword at the Camp Nou. But I guess time will tell. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see what happens. Xavier's part, unfortunately, lost possession of the ball there to Alexis Sanchez. Oh, we got ourselves a free kick. Got ourselves a free goal. Free kick. Yeah, the game is definitely won now. God, apologies. I feel like I'm losing my voice, guys. I hope I don't lose my voice, because that would just be typical. That would just be typical, wouldn't it? It's Gerard Martin. And Olmo. Yeah, Rafinha has his hat-trick now, so you'd love to see it. So, now that he has his hat-trick, let's get him some rest ahead of that midweek game against Newcastle. Bring on Rashford. Bring on Miyakis. Rashford. Rooney. Xavier Spart dinked over the top of Firmin, who's drifted over the right-hand side. Nianzou plays it back to the goalkeeper of Sevilla. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we've won this game now. It wasn't ideal that Sevilla pulled one back with pretty much the last kick of the first half, but yeah, I mean, we've restored the 3-goal lead now, so surely you would fail like that to the 3 points. Surely that will be the 3 points now. You would feel. Is Rafinha. He dropped into a deeper position. Rafinha hat-trick. Joe Martin. Olmo. Yeah, the referee gives us advantage, to be fair. Rafinha has dropped so deep. He's basically acting like a centre-back. He's that deep. Bro. It's absolutely insane. Xavier's part of running in behind, but cleared away by Sevilla's left-back there. I believe Ozil's gone to left-back now. So the two players they had on the wing in the first half are now a fullback. That is pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre stuff from Sevilla, but you know, is Firmin. Good piece of dribbling that Firmin. Good composure on the ball. Good amount of composure and skill on the ball. Plays it inside century for Danny Olmo. Over to Gerard Martin. Cancelo's got a bit of space on the left. We can find him. Do find him. Nice ball. Ah, Rafinha. Rafinha can't get there. I mean, he's quick, but he's not that quick. Yeah, I could see what Cancelo was trying to do there, but yeah, I mean, Rafinha has got pace on him, but he's not that quick, you know what I mean? He's not that quick. He's not, like, super rapid. I should also point out I won't be able to do a match review for today's game because I'll have to be leaving as soon as the match ends. So, yeah, no match review for this game this week, guys. But overall, solid performance so far. That's all I'll say. Solid performance. Very solid performance. Here's Vargas for Sevilla. They try to somehow find a way back into it again. Javier Spart. Juan Garcia. Arguably the best keeper in the league. And especially considering we only signed him for 25 million. What an absolute bargain that is. Absolute bargain. Good ball from Kabasi. Finds Rafinha. Oh, he couldn't fully control it. He got a little flick on with his head, but couldn't actually control the ball. Oh, it's not a great header, Gerard Martin. What are you doing? He had it straight to him. Ajuki. Good defending. Yes, Mark Banal putting him off, but unfortunately it's managed to find its way to Vargas on the left. Oh, there's an offside. There is an offside. Offside against Sevilla. Yeah, Vargas was well off. Was he? Oh, tight. Very tight. Very, very tight. But, yeah. It is what it is. Right, Joe Martin. Of course, if anyone's watching the Liverpool-Tottenham match, feel free to let me know in the chat how that's getting on. All I'm saying is if Liverpool aren't like 4-0 up within like 30 minutes, like what Atletico Madrid were, then I will be very, very, very surprised. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. That is all I am going to say on the matter. Kabasi, Rooney, finds Banal. Throw in for Sevilla on the left. Blanked out a bit there, guys. Apologies. Zoned out a bit. Right, when are the rest of these changes going to happen? Because, yeah, I think we should be resting Rafinha now. Take off Rafinha, take off Kubazi, allow them to get the full rest ahead. Well, not the full, but, like, get some rest ahead of that game, second leg against Newcastle. And then we're going to know that they'll be pretty much all ready to go. No point in risking injuries at this point when on the verge of a victory. Here comes Sevilla. Good defending there. Very good stuff. Good piece of teamwork. And Firmin. Firmin still driving forward. Good bit of skill. Firmin. Driving forward. Trying to look for some options. He's gone backwards, really. That's allowed the Sevilla shirts to get well, it's allowed the Sevilla players to get shirts back. The players back. Finds Rafinha now on the left. João Cancelo. Yeah, Cancelo basically is acting like an inverted fullback. He is drifting into midfield quite a bit. That's what it feels like at the minute, anyway. Kabasi. Javier Spart. Yeah, but just keeping calm with the possession. We don't have to force anything. We're 4-1 ahead. We don't have to go all guns blazing still. We can be calm about it. We can be very, very calm about it. Very calm. 5-1 final score? You think so, Hood? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Didn't you predict 5-0 as well? So you were somewhat close, to be fair. I mean, my prediction's out the window because I said we'd win 3-1. And that, I mean, to be fair, though, that was the score at half-time, so I can give myself half a point. But Cancelo's in behind here. João Cancelo in behind. Can he get the fifth? Cancelo still going. Oh, it's in! João Cancelo, I thought it was saved, but thankfully not. It goes into the back of the net. João Cancelo makes it 5-1 here. This has been an absolute demolition of Sevilla. I mean, they've been absolutely demolished, and João Cancelo adds to the pain. Vamos! You did, to be fair, sir. You did, to be fair. João Cancelo. His first goal back. Well, his first goal since he's been back at the club. After, of course, he joined us on loan in the January transfer window from Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. João Cancelo was a good little pass back from Lewandowski. Get that nutmeg going. I thought the goalkeeper had saved it, but thankfully the shot just had a bit too much power on it, and yeah, Cancelo was able to get the goal. João Cancelo with the golazo. And Lewandowski with the assist. Safe to say this has been a 5-star performance. Pun not intended. Pun not intended. And hey, to have this kind of performance when we've obviously got the Camp Nou expanded to 62,000 fans now. I mean, to put in a performance like this was 10 out of 10. Absolute 10 out of 10. Cancelo is our 16th different scorer this season. You know how crazy that is? We really do spread the goals out. That's something. We definitely do spread the goals out. Liverpool will lose the Champions League. Or you think they'll get knocked out by Galatasaray? It's possible. It's possible, but I think they'll turn that around, to be honest. Here comes Sevilla. Eke crossing it in. Easy for Juan. Love that. Juan Garcia. The big dog. What a keeper he is. What a keeper he is. Rooney in for Lower. It could make it 6 potentially. Hey, this could be scenes. Yeah, they have lost twice already to Galatasaray. Once in the league phase, and then obviously the other day. I think it was, when did they play Galatasaray? Tuesday or Wednesday? Well, midweek, just gone, they lost to Galatasaray. But they are at home for the second leg, so that's why I feel like they'll still go through. Whereas if it was Galatasaray away for the second leg, then I would say it'd be pretty tough for them, but... And one thing that's great, one thing that is great about the Ultras being back, there's an atmosphere in the Camp Nou. There is a proper atmosphere now. It's not just a bunch of tourists who are just there just for the vibes. No, there's proper hardcore Barca fans in there that will make some noise, which is what you love to see. If we won 7-1, I would be the happiest man on earth. I mean, I already am happy. A 5-1 performance like this puts a statement of intent. Just reminding everybody that we mean business and we're serious. And that we are serious. Juan Garcia. Who's it long for Lower? Into Rafinha. First time. Oh, he's trying to play a first time through ball for Fermin. He wins it back. Rafinha. Nah, still trying to find Fermin, but yeah. Sevilla managed to get some numbers back, to be fair. I don't see Rafinha's injured himself for that challenge he's put in. No, he's fine. Hey, ref! Yeah, that's a foul on Cancelo. Foul on Cancelo. Oh, your mouth. Why are we bringing on the mean? It's not necessary. Why are we bringing on Yamal? It really isn't necessary. Like, we're 5-1 up. The game's won. We don't need to bring him on. Should we pick Rashford or somebody we're bringing on, not Yamal? I mean, as much as I love seeing Yamal play, we've got to be prioritising the Champions League. Especially when we're in this sort of position where the game is won. Like, why are we... It's so dumb. But whatever. As long as he doesn't get injured, that's the main thing. As long as he doesn't get injured. Because if he does, then I'm not going to be very happy. Araujo and Casado are coming on as well. So there is that. Just there getting the final instructions from the coaching staff. Jean Martin. Olmo. Mal knew. Yeah. He shouldn't be coming on. When the game is won, he should just be on the bench for the rest of the game. There's no need to be starting to bring him on. Yeah. Yamal did score us a very late penalty against Newcastle in that first leg. If it weren't for that penalty, we would have lost. And to be fair, we didn't really deserve anything from that first leg. Xavi Espart wins the ball high up the pitch, driving into the box, trying to square it across. Oh, Olmo couldn't get there in time, unfortunately. Yeah, that was very good press from Xavi Espart. Very good press. Good defending from João Cancelo. Ref, behave yourself. Right, the subs are coming on. So Cancelo was off. You know what? He's had a very good game. Good stuff, João. Good stuff from João. Rooney off. Fair play. Decent little cameo for Rooney. Couldn't get a goal or any sort of goal contribution, but he still had a good game. I mean, the dream is on. Oh, it's the Madrid derby next week. Woo. And Marc Bernal. Hey. What a player he is. What a player he is. Marc Bernal is the boy. He genuinely is the boy, Marc Bernal. What a player he is. What a player. He is some player. And then, who was the other one? It was... Oh yeah, Cancelo. João Cancelo. And then on came Araujo, Casado, and Lamin the Dream. Even though Yamal should have been rested. Completely agreed, Sood. Completely agreed. Oh, Sevilla! Ijuki nearly forced a goal back. So they did. They did. They beat us 4-1 in the reverse fixture back in, I think it was September. They beat us 4-1 at their place. Which, yeah, that was one of our worst performances of the season. And safe to say. We actually wore this kit. The orange kit. Was where Rashford got his first goal for us. Well, in La Liga, he got his first goal for us. In that game. But yeah, we were very poor. And yeah, it was not nice. To lose that game was definitely one of our worst performances of the season. But, hey, we're beating them 5-1 now, so I guess the revenge is already taken. Here's Wanelu Sanchez. In for Agumi. Gotta be careful. Just about dealt with. Almost smashing it away. Trying to hit them on the counter-attack with Lamine Yamal. Liverpool have scored. It took them long enough. Took them long enough against the poor Tottenham too. How long do we think before that Igor Tudor gets the sack? Surely it's inevitable. Like, he has been so bad for them. Yamal plays Fermin Lopez in behind. Oh, he tried to chop back, but then it's deflected off of a Sevilla player, but it's out for a corner. Just good stuff. This has been a very good performance, to be fair. Much better than what we'd seen midweek against Newcastle. Much better than that first leg against Newcastle. Hopefully we can perform like this in the second leg as well against Newcastle. Hopefully this isn't just like a one-off performance in La Liga. Rafinha's taking the corner. He's getting applause from the fans. Hey, my Capitan. My El Capitan. Rafinha whips in the corner. Araujo's there! Unfortunately headed over. Oh, we nearly scored from a corner. Nearly scored from a corner. Oh, bro. Araujo. Damn. Klopp was good. For Liverpool, he was very good. He was very good for Liverpool, actually. Very, very good. Question is he ever going to go back into management? Who knows? The goalkeeper plays it long. Hang on 1 second. Oh, Nianzu went off. Nianzu went off for the 32 Lopez. Didn't even see that happen. Lopez. It just happened out of nowhere, that. Surprised they brought on Aspilicueta, to be fair. He should have stayed. I think he was burnt out. He said he was burnt out, Sahud. Whether he actually was or not is another matter entirely, but he claimed he was burnt out. So he had to have a little break. But then he goes and beats like a Red Bull associate or whatever the hell his role is with Red Bull. There's Araujo driving forward here. There's a back off for Danny Olmo. Kabazi. Olmo. Let's just keep a hold of possession. We don't want to force anything. We're 5-1 ahead. The game's won. Don't need to risk anything. I mean, Rafinha's going to be happy. He's taking home the match ball. He's taking home the match ball. So at least there's that. At least there is that. I think it would be Pep's last season at Man City. It's possible. There's Jamal. In for Olmo. Driving forward. Olmo. Oh, he tries to play in Fermin Lopez, but he couldn't control the pass, unfortunately, Fermin. Yeah, Sevilla have been pretty poor, I'm not going to lie. They have been pretty poor, Sevilla. Not really been their top-tier performance, but obviously they have struggled in La Liga in recent seasons. Who scored for Liverpool? I'll have a quick look. While we're waiting for the goal kick. Who scored for them? Szoboszlai free kick, bro. Like, I think it's safe to say that Szoboszlai is Liverpool's best player. Is that a safe assumption to make, that Szoboszlai is their best player? I feel like that's a safe assumption. At least I feel like that anyway. But here comes Sevilla, breaking through. Do not that. Oh, it was Vargas anyway. I was gonna say if that was Neil Maupay, I would have been fuming. Good save from João Garcia. Very good save from him there. Very good save because it was a decent strike from Vargas. João had to dive down quite quick. Can we stay switched on, please? I know we're winning the game comfortably, but can we still stay switched on defensively? Clean sheet in the second half. That'd be nice. A cheeky clean sheet in the second half would be very, very nice indeed. Get away. Oh my. That corner was a bit scary from Sevilla. Now we can hit them on the counter. Come on, let's play it quick. Olmo. There's off for Yamal. I mean, the dream. Slows it down a bit. There's it off for Gerard Martin. He's driving forward now. He's gone over to the left back now that Cancelo's not on the pitch anymore. Rafinha. There's back for Gerard Martin. Kabazi. Araujo. Xavier Sport. He had a very good debut, to be fair, Xavier Sport. You know what? Honestly, I would like to see him start against Newcastle in the second leg, because he's been very, very impressive today. Xavier Sport. Very, very impressive. I honestly say he's putting a faultless performance, to be really honest, Xavier Sport. Very faultless performance. And the question is he going to be the next gem that just spawns out of La Masia? La Masia, the youth academy that just keeps on delivering. Keeps on delivering. It just spawns all like random players all the time. That just turn out to be legends. I mean, obviously the best player that's ever come out of La Masia is Messi. But, you know. La Masia just continues to spawn. Spawn new players. It just spawns new players, and it's what you love to see. Really, Sahud? If that's true, then condolences to his family, because that's very, very unfortunate, but yeah. Very sad news that if it is true. Here's Casado. João Garcia. Kabazi. Surprised that all these haven't come out yet. Jean Martin. Fermin. Nice bit of skill, Fermin. He's had a good impact since coming on, to be fair. Fermin. There's a bit of space for Lower. Oh, need a bit more on the pasta in order to be able to find lower there. Unfortunately, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The amount of chances that we could have nearly had as well. Like, this could have easily been more than 5-1. We could have had about 8 or 9 goals. Genuinely. The amount of chances that we've nearly had, as well as the chances that we actually have had. Bro. What a display this has been. It's been unbelievable. I just hope we can actually replicate this in midweek, again, in the second leg against Newcastle. Because it's all well and good doing this against Sevilla, who are like mid-table in that Liga, but to then just put in a flat performance against Newcastle would just be pretty poor. Almost a strike, but unfortunately it's well over the bar. But yeah, if we put in a good performance like this against Sevilla, but then do nothing midweek against Newcastle, then I'm going to be pretty disappointed, I'm not going to lie. I would be very, very disappointed, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully we will be able to put in a good performance against Newcastle in the second leg, but yeah, time will tell on that one. Time will tell. Time will tell. Is Sevilla going to make another change? That's the question. I mean, I know they've already made 4 changes. They've only got 1 substitution left. I mean, they made 3 changes at just before the second half started, so the question is, are they going to make 1 more? Jumanji 4 coming soon and Toy Story 5. Damn. Bro, I remember when Toy Story 3, they ended in Toy Story 3. That broke my heart. When I was a kid, that just destroyed me. When all like Woody and Buzz and all the other toys said goodbye to Andy, that was the ending of that movie. Just that was brutal. And then like when Woody says "so long, partner," as he just stares off into the distance, watching Andy drive away to go to college. Oh, bro. I'm probably gonna cry thinking about that. Olmo in behind. Can he get himself his second goal? There's an offer lower. Big save from Watchalong. Wasn't pretty much straight at him, but still a big save. Yeah, the chances we've had this game have been absolutely unreal. I hope we're this creative against Newcastle, because obviously in that first leg we did absolutely nothing going forward in that first leg. So hopefully we're like this in the second leg. Right, they're making the final change. Sevilla Bueno, number 28, coming on. Who's it for? Agumi. Or Agume. I believe. I believe that is for Agume. I believe. Just want to wait till I get official confirmation, though. Come on, Liga. Yep, Agume. Agume off, and Bueno is on. Not Kinder Bueno, Mike, if you're still watching, and you were gonna put that in. Not the Kinder Bueno. Gavi's coming on. Oh, yes, this is gonna be nice to see. This is gonna be lovely to see. Super Gavi. Gavi back on his return from his injury. Please, footballing gods, don't let Gavi have a consistent run of no injuries, because he deserves it. He's been through so much after that ACL injury he suffered. So please, just let him have a good run of games without injury. Like, please, footballing gods, I'm begging you. He needs that. The Camp Nou's chanting Gavi's name. Yeah, let Gavi have that, man. Just let him have a long period of time without any injuries. Like, he deserves it after everything he's been through after that ACL injury. Bro, just let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Araujo over Kabazi. I'm surprised Rafinha's kept the captain's armband now that Araujo's on the pitch, but hey, Rafinha is El Capitan in my opinion, so, you know. Put it over the top, Rafinha could have another chance potentially. Keeps the ball in. Bit wider than what he would have liked, but it's fine. Rashford needs to play. Might just be saved him for the second leg at this point. Sahoud. And besides, Gavi's going to be the last change, so Rashford is not going to be coming on. So I'm guessing Rashford's going to be safe for the Newcastle game, potentially. Of course, we'll have to see what happens in that one, but hey, oh. Kabazi. Casado. Switching it over to Xavi Espart. I tell you what, Xavi Espart should be starting the game against Newcastle. He has been so good. You would not think he's making his full debut here. Honestly, you'd think he'd been in the team for years, the way he's performed. Absolutely exceptional performance from the young man. Here he is again. Yamal's tried to link up with him, but the ball's unfortunately gone out of play. At least it'll allow Gavi to come on. I think Xavi Espart's got a bit of cramp. He should be fine, to be fair. Yeah, he's got a bit of cramp. Yeah, Xavi Espart's got a bit of cramp. Ozzo's, Sevilla's players are helping him out. Get rid of the cramp. Get rid of that cramp. Which is not nice. Right, come on. Who's coming off for Gavi, though? That's the question. Who's coming off for Gavi? Are we going to make the change yet, or what? Is he... There. It's Rafinha coming off. Hey, how we doing, Cole? Rafinha! My Capitan. Gavi! Big performance from Rafinha today. Hat-trick hero. Hey, El Capitan. Rafinha. Lovely stuff. And Gavi's back. Vamos! Yes, Gavi. Now, please, footballing gods, let this man have time to just be able to play football. He's been through enough. Just let him be able to have time. Man City still have a chance to win the Premier League. I'm not so sure they do. So, to be honest with you, I think what is it, like, I don't know how many points it is, but I know it's a big margin. Yeah, I don't see them being able to turn that around, to be honest. It's going very well, to be honest. It's going very well. We're 5-1 ahead. Going to be keeping our 4-point lead at the top of that Liga, which is huge. Oh, man. Gavi back. Yes, he's on the ball as well. It's what you love to see, Gavi back. Now, hopefully, he can just have an injury-free rest of the season. And then, I mean, ideally, he never gets injured again. That'll be the ideal scenario. But, of course, unfortunately, in football, injuries are going to happen. So, there's not really much you can do. Yeah, 9-point difference. Yeah, the Man City aren't turning that around. And there's only, like, what, 8 games left? Yeah, I hate to tell you, so Man City aren't turning that around. No way. No way in hell. Unless Arsenal absolutely collapse, then there is no way in hell that Man City will be turning that around. You know what I'd love now if Gavi scored? Can you imagine the scenes? Lewandowski's in here! Lewandowski! Lower. How have you missed that? That's like... Oh my god, Lower. That is literally your bread and butter. Oh my god. That should be 6-1. That should be 6-1. Oh. Lower. He's just not himself, is he? He's just not himself. Because, I suppose age catches up to all of us, and it's certainly catching up to Lower, that's for sure. Oh, man. That's brutal. Gavi, through for Firmin. He's gone over the left-hand side. But yeah, I'm telling you now, if Gavi scores, we're on the pitch. Gavi scores. We're on the pitch. Casado's been fouled by Bueno. Man who's just come on for Sevilla as well. You think Man City will beat Arsenal? Yeah, but even if they do that, I still don't think Man City will be able to turn that around. There's no way in hell. No way. It's Arsenal. If Arsenal bottle that title now, then they'll never win it. Like, that's how I see it. When it's Araujo. Or the Javier spot. And in the dying stages of the match now. Of course, we are going to be restoring our 4-point lead at the top of La Liga. After this very good performance. Top tier performance we'll put in. I also forgot to mention that Sevilla's gaffer. Oh, Gavi's got the captain's armband. You love to see it. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. This is why we're Mes Q1 Club. Even though Araujo, the club captain's on the pitch, we allow Gavi to have the captain's armband. That's why we're Mes Q1 Club. We're Gavi. You know, Araujo. Oh, come on. 6-1 would look very nice. Because then I can do the joke on PSG. We all know the good joke. That skull just had its 9-year anniversary. What a time to be alive that was. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. If I was to pick a man of the match... I would say... Yeah, Rafinha. He's up there. Javier Espart is definitely up there for me as well. He's had an exceptional game. Yeah, MSN. Yeah. No, I can't believe it's 9 years ago since that comeback against PSG. 9 years ago. Like, time just flies by. I honestly remember it like it was yesterday. I remember that game as if it happened yesterday. But it's 9 years ago. It's absolutely mental to me to think that game was 9 years ago when it feels like yesterday. Sevilla get themselves a free kick here. Yeah, heading to the dying stages. I mean, surely we're not going to have that much added time. Surely the referee just wants to put Sevilla out the misery, you'd think. Oh my god. That was a bit scary from Juan Garcia there. Thankfully, Raul was there to cover him. Thankfully, there's Casado. Or Gavi. Finds Fermin Lopez. Fermin. You wish PSG lost 6-1 to... Oh, you mean recently? Yeah, if we beat them 6-1 recently, that would be scenes. Yamal. Oh, he's trying to find Lewandowski, but it's fallen for Gavi. Dinks it over for Danny Olmo. Oh, I thought he was going to still be able to get the shot off, but it's dealt with by Ozo. Out for another corner for us on the right-hand side. Sure, Yamal's going to be taking this one, you'd think. The dream. It looks like it's going to be Olmo. Looks like it could be Danny Olmo. Yeah, he loses off, takes a shot for Yamal. Back with Olmo. I am still a bit annoyed that Yamal's come on for the second half, but what can you do? What can you do, realistically? What can you do? Yes, Casado! Love that. If he fights for the badge as well, you love to see it. You love to see it. When a player fights for the badge and for the team, you love it. Pretty much the minimum requirement in football. You give it your all. And that's exactly what a player like Casado does. Gives it his all. God, we actually won that back. Lewandowski. Olmo. Through for Yamal. Ah. Vital interception, that. But yeah, either way, it's going to be a convincing win here. Cheeky 5-1 win. But I didn't realise it was the Madrid derby next week. No, next weekend, so... Yeah, Real Madrid could potentially drop points there. I mean, Atletico Madrid have been in very good form recently, so... There is a very good chance that it could drop points there, Real Madrid. There's Edjuki. Wanlu Sanchez. Gotta be careful here. Bueno. Sevilla trying to get a consolation. I tell you what, we've kept Alexis Sanchez quiet. And I remember Alexis Sanchez celebrating on us when they won the reverse fixture. Who's laughing now? Alexis, who's laughing now? That's why you don't celebrate on your former team. It is exactly why you do not celebrate on your former team. Because you're going to get made of looking like a laughing stock. That's all I'm seeing. Fair play to the Sevilla fans in the away end. They're still up there singing away. Only 2 minutes at a time, to be fair. I expected that, to be honest. I expected that. Where we are? There we are. There we are. Oh, I just pressed reset. I haven't even started the timer. You absolute buffoon. How did I forget to start the timer? Oh, I pressed reset the timer. That's why. I pressed reset the timer. Balls. Well, just ignore that timer then. I accidentally pressed reset timer instead of add the time. Well, added time. The joys of misclicking something on my stream deck. Yamal's trying to play it through for Jar Martin, but it's dealt with by Ejuki. And in the final few seconds of the match now, a very convincing performance, like a 5-star performance, you'd say. Beating Sevilla 5-1. You love to see it. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. We do have a 100% win record as well at the Camp Nou, since we've gone back there, so that's even better. Of course, Rafinha, I mean, I'm going to forever remember this game for the fact that we actually got 2 penalties. Like, absolute insanity. We got 2 penalties in this game. I mean, talk about crazy. Talk about crazy, but we actually got 2 penalties, which is just absolutely mental. And then we got, and then obviously Rafinha getting his hat-trick, Xavi Espart having a very good full debut. Here comes Sevilla trying to get a consolation! And they do get a consolation. Ah, that's unfortunate. Jibril Sow pulls one back for Sevilla right at the death, but of course it's not going to mean anything. It is not going to mean anything realistically. 5-2, the game is going to end. And, yeah, 5-star performance still. I mean, at least the Sevilla fans have something to cheer about in the away end. Yeah, I think Araujo had committed way too far forward there, realistically. Way too far forward. The cross was way too easy. Jibril Sow's completely unmarked. And then, yeah, free header. I mean, not very much Joan Garcia could do about that. You could argue maybe he could have got a bit of a stronger hand on it, but the defender needs to be better realistically there. We switched off right at the death. So that's annoying. Both of Sevilla's goals have come, like, literally right at the end of both halves, which is just so annoying. But what can you do? What can you do? But either way, the final whistle goes. Still a superb display. And to top it all off, Gavi is back in the team. You love to see it. Yeah, 5-2 win here against Sevilla. Yeah, pretty comfortable display in the end. Rafinha with the hat-trick. Rafinha with a hat-trick. You love to see it. He gets the La Liga man of the match. Hopefully, we can put in this kind of performance against Newcastle on Wednesday night. But I guess time will tell on that one. Time will very much tell. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave this watch along for today, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to Mike, Sahood, CP, Cool, Little Tasty. Oh, Victor Font's in the stands as well. Interesting. Of course, the presidential elections are starting. Germany was here as well. Anna Lucia for the follow on Twitch as well. Anybody else that may be here at any point in time on Twitch or YouTube, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all for the Newcastle match on Wednesday night. And of course, I'll get the match highlights for this out later on this evening. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Vamos!